Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Christian Hanna Horror here today. How is everybody doing? As promised, we are looking at, I'm just going to go ahead and get it freshly unwrapped for you guys, the limited edition Steelbook Blu-ray of Jigsaw. Now, I gotta say, I saw this movie in the theaters, and I'm glad I went to go see it. Me and Sydney went to go see this, you know, after I said, you know what, let's go see this. I just got a feeling. And here's what I'm going to say, and I don't mean this sarcastically. For this being the, what was it, the 8th installment of a franchise, it was as good as it could have been. And that is a good thing. There was a little bit of space. See, this is what Jeepers Creepers 3 should have done. And let me explain what I mean by this. If Jigsaw would have came out a year after Saw the final chapter, which I think was Saw 7. Yes. If this movie would have came out after a year and it was on par with what Jeepers Creepers 3 was, I would have just been expected, like, oh, number 8, it can't be that good. Time passed. I think final chapter came out in 2010. This was 2017, 7 years later. And this movie had some time. It was a little fresh again. We kind of missed it a little bit, at least I did. And this movie was pretty damn good. Jigsaw, what I liked about Jigsaw was, while it was bloody, all the kills in the movie and all the traps was edge of your seat suspense. You know, you've got, as you can see on the back, well, not on the back of that, on the back of the card, you've got these buckets on these people's heads and these chains start pulling their heads in, and, you know, at the end of where the chains go in, it's not something pleasant. I'll just put it to you like that. It was a pretty cool scene. I don't want to give too much away if you haven't seen it, but let's check out the artwork on this. If you're just a fan of collecting Blu-ray horror movies, this is a piece to look at. The artwork is great. As you can see, we got the pigs on the top and some cobras. You got, you know, one of the guys in the traps, and then you got a cool picture of Billy the Puppet. And on the back, we've got, you know, artwork like that. On the side, it says, you know, Jigsaw. And this is really cool. It took me a while to warm up to Steelbooks. I was not always a Steelbook person. And here you go, guys. Whoever wants this, first person to claim it. There is the see if I can get it to focus. There's the code for the digital download if you want it. It's up to you guys, whoever wants it. The good thing about this is a DVD Blu-ray pack. So if you want this, but you haven't jumped to Blu-ray, you know, it's 2018, most people have, but some people, you know, still like DVDs. There's nothing wrong with that. It's cheaper. You can pick this up and still be able to watch this movie because it's featured on DVD as well. As far as special features, I can tell you what's on here. And here we go. So if when you buy it, you'll get this piece that'll be on the back. It doesn't stay on, obviously, but what it'll say is on its back, special features, I Speak for the Dead, The Legacy of Jigsaw, 7-part documentary, and it was pretty darn good. I watched it. The choice is yours, exploring the props of Jigsaw. They always had some, exploring the props, they always had some really cool Saw traps, and in this movie had some of the coolest traps I've ever seen. Audio commentary with producers Mark Burke, Oren Cools, and Peter Block. You know, I don't usually sit through watching commentaries of movies, unless it's movies like Halloween or Nightmare on Elm Street or stuff. But, you know, this was a really cool release. I'm glad that it got this release. This is at Best Buy. If you guys want this, you got to go to Best Buy to get it. Otherwise, you can just get a regular release of this. But artwork-wise, I was stunned, and I got it. So, if you haven't seen Jigsaw, really, you'd be pleasantly surprised, I think. It was a pretty darn good horror movie. Tobin Bell was good in it. You know, his character was really good in this movie. So, and here's the thing. It's funny. Before I saw this, I said, how is Tobin Bell going to be in this movie? How is Jigsaw going to be in this movie? How are they going to find a way? They found a way. But you'll like this, I think. So, it's the best one since Part 3. I really think so. Check it out. Go pick it up from Best Buy. This is Jigsaw.